But we just hear too often that women think pregnancy is painful and it's awful and they're sick and they can't do anything. And to the point where the medical system looks at it like it's a disease. And that's not right. It's not a disease. It should be a blissful experience that women can have.
Our biggest goal when women are pregnant is we want them to have an amazing birth. We do a very similar thing to that which you would expect to see with your family doctor. We're checking their reflexes, we're checking their hips, we're doing a full spinal and neurological checkup to see where the restrictions are. Our tables are amazing. Women love them because they can lay on their tummy, and so very rarely do women get to lay on their tummy.
When I first got pregnant, I was experiencing some lower back pain, and I thought, if this is happening this early on, I'm going to be in trouble later. Once I started getting into a regular routine with them, I found the pain went away, and at this point I've gained like over 40 pounds, and I feel great.
You hear a lot of women complaining about being pregnant and how they're over it, and I haven't felt that way with this pregnancy, so that's really nice. It doesn't take up a lot of time, and it does leave such a better feeling afterwards. There's definitely not the aches and pains in between that I had with my first pregnancy.
We want it to be blissful, we want it to be pain-free, and not enough women are told. A lot of women just expect pregnancy to be painful and hurt and think that that's normal, and it's not normal.
Webster's technique is designed to help balance the pelvis in the mom and make sure there's room and there's space and that she's in alignment for when it's time to give birth, the baby can get into the canal properly. Women can have an amazing pregnancy. They can feel great throughout it and know that when the baby's ready to come, they're ready and they feel great.
The first birth, things got complicated and I ended up having a C-section. So I wasn't really happy about having a C-section. I was pretty upset that that's how it went. So when I got pregnant this time around, I really wanted to have a VBAC. People were saying that chiropractic care really helps with the success of a VBAC. So I know coming here, it was just great to know that they were helping kind of get everything aligned in the right position. It was really just a great feeling, and I just felt so empowered by having a VBAC and not having to have a C-section again.
I have polycystic ovarian syndrome and endometriosis, and we were just told in March that we would not be able to conceive. I started chiropractic care. At first I was a little skeptical, but 6 months in I ended up getting pregnant. I am now 21 weeks.
So overall goal with kids care is very similar to overall goal with adults care. We want people to trust their body. We want people to heal from the inside out, and we want people to know that their body is capable of doing that. We want kids to get checked as soon as possible, because that is a really great way to set them up to have a healthy life.
Chiropractic treats their spines, their bones, and the structure, whereas massage therapy treats more of the function, so all the muscles that are connected to the spine and the structures. When they're in the belly for 9 months, they're cooped up in that same position, so kind of when they're out and about and everything's growing and moving, it's really good to get that going.
For infant massage, it was about connecting with my baby and the importance of touch in terms of building a relationship, building their immunity, helping with some of the discomforts that infants can go through.
He's much more comfortable afterwards. It always puts him in a great mood. If he's fussy a little bit, 5 minutes of a little bit of a rub down kind of takes their mind off of their discomfort, I find. Puts them in a whole different mindset, and he really seems to enjoy it.
When it comes to kids, I think it's easier to do preventative health care.
I just find my life is so much easier and so much better when my kids are adjusted. They don't give me attitude, they listen. It's like I have the perfect kids in the world.
She is definitely a happier kid with her adjustments.
I feel like he's going to be the best that he could possibly be and the healthiest that he can possibly be.
If you can teach a child to pay attention to their body and listen to their body and know how their body's supposed to function, that is such a gift to give them as they grow up.
They will have less aches and pains. They will have less illness. They will have better and longer quality of life.